So my GoPro is completely dead right now. I charged it all week. I thought it was charging. It was sitting on the charger, and didn't get a single charge out of it. It completely died on me, and I don't know how it died on me if it was off. But my GoPro 7 is giving me a lot of problems right now. I had an SD card format while I was fishing. Um, I don't know how it formatted itself, but completely wiped out a bunch of stuff. I've got one video left of me catching one little fish, and I don't know about posting that right now. But I'm getting ready to go out. It's foggy. We've got cloud cover, 73 degrees. I'm going to fish the water with some clarity to it. I'm going to try to throw a whopper plopper. I've never caught anything on a whopper plopper. I've caught plenty of fish on top waters, all kinds of different top waters. Never on a whopper plopper. So I've kind of been devoted to try to get something on that. And um, what I've heard is that, the fish you do get are going to be big. They're going to be good sized fish. So I'm hoping for one fish. But I did bring the yum. Fall season, yum crawbug is really, to me, one of the better craw lures you can use. And the reason is because it's the perfect size of a crawdad. It floats, so when you have it on a weight, it'll stay completely upright. You have the weight down at the bottom, and it sits perfect, and the current just moves it. You don't have to do anything with that lure. You can literally let it sit there for a few seconds, even a minute, and you'll get a bite while it's just sitting there. You don't have to do much with it. So using it very little is actually the trick to using a yum crawbug. You don't want to be bouncing it and ripping it through there. You don't need to. You can literally just sit it and bounce and leave it there. And most of my bites, if not all of them, are while it's actually just sitting in one spot. But I haven't been posting very many videos as usual. I don't post very many videos. I can't do the 3 videos a week. I just can't. I can't do 2 videos a week. I can barely make 1 video a week. I don't even do that. I work 2 jobs, and I wish it wasn't that way. But right now, I'm still driving for the city. And after I drive for the city, I'm driving for Uber. So I'm an Uber driver, and I'm not posting Uber videos. But the money is good, and I wish gas prices were lower. I wish everything was costing less, but God, everything is expensive now. There's a lot of fishing stuff I want to buy, and I have to work. So it's holiday season. I'm probably not going to be putting out very many videos. And if I do get something on the whopper plopper today, I'll videotape the fish, but I won't be able to get the fight. Sorry, I won't be able to get the explosion. And I really want to get an explosion on a whopper plopper on film, because it is absolutely beautiful to see. So, anyways, if you're looking for fall recommendations, you're not hooking up very much, this is where it pays off to watch my entire video, because I'm going to give you some recommendations right now. A lot of people are going to watch for a second, they're going to turn it off, they're going to miss this part. Right now, chatterbaits, jigs, anything you're bouncing on the bottom, basically, chatterbaits especially, are going to be really good. Lake Livingston, chatterbaits are going to be good. Lake Livingston, be aware though that Lake Livingston, if you do fish Lake Livingston, is full of timber, it's full of wood, it's full of all kinds of stuff, especially around the Onalaska area because of the tornado from last year. Snags are absolutely horrendous. But if you fish weedless like I do, or try to do whopper plopper, but I don't recommend using a whopper plopper. What I'm doing is just for my own personal amusement. If you fish weedless, you will do very well. I think, drop shot rigs, you might get snagged up in the wood on a drop shot rig. I'm just using a split shot and a plastic, and I keep the split shot right up on that plastic. And I make sure that hook is completely weedless, and that's been the trick. You just have to know the difference between a bite and a stump, because if you set the hook on the stump, you're going to hook the stump. But, wait for it to move. You feel a little tap, make sure it wasn't when you were pulling. Or if it watch the line, see if the line's moving. Make sure that line's moving before you set the hook, or you're going to continuous pull or something. Just make sure it's not a stump before you set the hook. Be very sure of yourself. Deep divers, out here, square bills still do really good around the bridges. Spinner baits, I haven't got a bite on a spinnerbait in a little bit. I got a bite the other day at the state park, just one bite, and I had a swirl, but it didn't look like it was anything serious. I could have just ran into a fish. I could have ran into a carp or something. We can't really say if it was actual bite, but you never know. But right now, I'd put my money on crawdads right now. Any kind of tube craw, anything that looks like a craw or craw bug. You can even say chatterbaits kind of look like craws because they're bouncing on the bottom and they're wiggling. So I'd spray some craw bang on everything and bounce of plastic on the bottom. But that's gonna be your fall tips. Swim baits. I've tried swim baits in Lake Livingston at least, and the swim bait hasn't turned on for me yet. It hasn't turned on for me yet, and maybe it's about to. I'll see. I'll keep using them here and there, but swim bait should be turning on really soon, if not already. So yeah. So I'm gonna throw craw bug out, and I'm gonna throw the whopper plopper out today, and we'll see how we do. I bet I'll hook up on the craw bug for sure. I've had a really high hookup rate on the craw bug, and I might show a video later on how I rig it. Really just using a 3-aught hook, doing weightless, basically just with a split shot. It's kind of weightless, you know, but you gotta have that split shot on there so it'll sink. Otherwise, it just floats. But as weightless as possible. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.